Give us a better idea of how this all works.
Sure. So AirTasker is an online and mobile marketplace, and what we allow you to do is to post up a job that you need done, and then we have over 280,000 people across the country who will bid to complete your task for you. You use profile information, verifications, and our security mechanisms to pick the right person for the job, and it gets done. You pay through our system, and all the insurance and everything is taken care of.
Okay, well, how did you start it all?
We started when the idea came around in 2011 when I was moving apartments. And what I found is that I was asking friends and relatives to help me to do all these jobs like packing boxes, doing cleaning, installing wireless routers, assembling IKEA furniture, etc. And at the end of the weekend, I would pay them with a case of beer or a couple of dollars, and they'd be really upset with that situation because they had to go up the whole weekend to just get a couple of dollars. So we thought about that was one side of the market, people looking to outsource jobs. And on the flip side, in Australia, we have a 13.1% labour force underutilisation rate. So there are lots of people out there looking to make extra money by completing jobs. So we thought, why can't we just put these guys together, create a great secure system for doing that, and enable the payments and insurance to allow that to become a fully fledged marketplace. And what we've seen since then is it's grown from, I guess, consumer services like helping people to move houses all the way into small businesses and even into large enterprises now looking to outsource work in this kind of manner.
Let's talk about how you grew the business. You employed a principle called the 3 Ps. Tell me about that, because you compare it to having a nightclub, and I don't quite actually see the comparison.
So starting an online marketplace, we believe that it's very similar to starting up a nightclub. There are 3 main elements that sort of come into play, and those are the product, the people, and the publicity. So when you're building a marketplace, the first thing is, of course, you have to have a great web infrastructure. So you have to have a great website, mobile facilitated, but also be on iPhone and Android apps so that you have great accessibility. So you need to have this great product experience. But the second major thing is you need to have people. So in a marketplace, a big proportion of the product is the people that are actually going to be doing the jobs or posting the jobs on each side of the market. So you can't be just thinking, hey, if we have a great website, we're going to have a great marketplace. You need to have the people there too. And then the third element, which we think is very similar to a nightclub, so you've now got, you've got great drinks, you've got a great venue, you've got great dancing going on, but you need to have the publicity that comes with that. So you need to be telling people, this is the best nightclub, this is where you want to be on a Friday night. And I think that's the same thing with a marketplace. You need to be telling people, hey, this is the best marketplace to be outsourcing, because it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you have more people on your platform, you're going to have a greater experience, you're going to be able to build that great culture inside the marketplace, and that's what's going to help it to grow. So really it does come down to being very similar to a nightclub.
Yeah, Tim, just very quickly here, I mean, what sort of funding did you get, and what's your exit strategy? Are you looking at a trade sale or an IPO? Very quickly.
We've secured over $10 million in venture capital funding from financiers in Australia as well as funds in Asia, including the China region. We're looking for a 3-year IPO window, but certainly if a trade sale opportunity comes up in the meantime, that could definitely be an opportunity too.
What about trust, one part of it, and the other thing, tell me about some of the more, let's say, esoteric or weird jobs that you've been offered.
So there's a great deal of reputation and trust being built into the marketplace simply through the mechanisms of ratings and reviews and feedback. We've also built on top of that features like verifications so that we can do police checks, we can do in-person video checks, etc., to create that reputation passport, which allows you to freely interact with people in our marketplace. In terms of some of the more interesting tasks that have happened on the platform, last year we had over 400 people lining up around Apple stores all across Australia to get their hands onto the iPhone 6, so people queuing up for 12 to 24 hours, and they were paid around $300 to be doing that, so we created a whole market around queuing services. We've also had someone fly over to Texas to pick up an engagement ring and fly it back to Australia. And we've had some more interesting ones, like people asking people to pretend to be their girlfriend so that their parents will get off their back about finding a partner.